Hong Kong has become one of the world's most popular jurisdictions for foreign entrepreneurs and company formation. More of the entrepreneurs I work with active in e-commerce are structuring through Hong Kong. And even Andrew Henderson from Nomad Capitalist is using a Hong Kong company as his operating entity. And last year I went to Hong Kong myself, where I met with local company formation agents and lawyers. And there are several reasons why a Hong Kong structure would be interesting for you as either your main operating company or as part of an international structure. You get access to potentially 0% tax through its offshore exemption if you have no local operations in Hong Kong and all your income is foreign sourced. And at the same time, Hong Kong remains one of the world's most respected international business hubs, with business-friendly common law systems, strong banking infrastructure, and a neutral jurisdiction that is widely used for international trade and online business. So I'll cover exactly how and where you can incorporate a company in Hong Kong as a foreigner, what the costs look like, how to handle banking, and how to stay compliant once it's set up. Now, before you can form your company, there are 4 specific requirements you need to have in place. First, you need what is called a designated representative. This person must be a Hong Kong resident, and their main job is to maintain what is called the Significant Controller Register, essentially an official register showing who controls the company. If you're not a Hong Kong resident yourself, which you are most likely not, this is handled either through a local contact or directly through the company formation provider, which I'll get into later. And next, you need at least 1 director. And the good news is that as a foreign non-resident, this can be you. Unlike jurisdictions like Singapore or Australia, Hong Kong doesn't require a local resident director. So as a foreign entrepreneur, you can be the sole director and fully manage the company yourself without any issues. The third requirement is a company secretary, and the secretary must be a Hong Kong resident as well. In practice, this is often handled by the same person or provider as your designated representative. So you're typically looking at a local agent covering both roles. And finally, you need a registered address in Hong Kong, and this must be a physical address, either a business or residential address, and cannot be a PO box. This is where all your official correspondence gets sent, including communications from the company's registry, the Inland Revenue Department, and any legal notices. Now, in most cases, all of these requirements are handled directly by the local service provider as part of the company formation package. So it's not something you'd need to arrange yourself separately. Now, those are quite a few moving parts, but that's precisely why Hong Kong is such a well-respected jurisdiction. They maintain strict compliance standards to ensure companies incorporated here are legitimate, and every company is required to undergo a mandatory annual audit. Now, combined with Hong Kong's territorial tax system, it is clear why so many online business owners choose to incorporate here. Now, technically speaking, you could do this yourself through Hong Kong's e-registry, but you'd need to arrange all the separate requirements yourself. And this is okay if you live in Hong Kong, but because all these moving parts, the vast majority of foreign founders work with the local formation provider. They do the incorporation, the government filings, the company secretary, they also arrange the registered address and do the annual compliance, all handled from one package, so you stay compliant all year round. For this video, I'll be walking you through the incorporation process using Sleek, which is the service provider in Hong Kong. This will show you a clear overview of the pricing and things required for incorporation. They are cost efficient, well set up for foreign entrepreneurs, and handle everything you need to stay compliant on an ongoing basis. What you need is your passport, a document of proof of address, and a company name. So if you want to follow along, you can either click the link down in the description or go to buyhassle.com/sleek. This will bring you straight to the homepage of Sleek, from where we have 2 options. We can click register my company, or you can book a free consultation call with a senior advisor. Now, for this tutorial, I'm going to click register my company. Then the first thing we need to do is give our business name. Now, I'm going to fill in Studio Hassle, and we can see that it's going to be limited, Studio Hassle Limited. If you don't have a name yet, you can also click skip now, but I'll click next right here. And then on the next page, you straight away get already a price indication on the right side. And from here, we can then first select how many shareholders we have. Now, for this video, I'm just going to be the only shareholder. If you have more shareholders, you can change that right here. I'll keep it on 1. And then we have 2 plans available right here. We have the standard plan and premium. We can see the differences right here, but basically for standard, everything you need is included. You can see business name, annual return filing, appointment of company secretary and designated representative, exactly the things we need. Now, premium is only necessary if you have a more complex structure or you want to make changes to the company name, for example, the things right here. For most people, standard is going to be fine. That's what I'm going with. Then we click next. Then number 2 is the business address. We can see right here, we can read all the information what they give. We get a address in central Hong Kong, close to Wan Chai. Actually been here, very nice place. You can see local Hong Kong registered office address. Every official correspondence that's going to be sent here is going to be stored and scanned. So it's going to be sent to you digitally. And we have 2 options here. Yes, I want this address, which we're going to need because we don't have a local address ourselves. This is mainly for people who have their own address in Hong Kong who don't need this. Then we click next. And then we get to the compliance and accounting section right here, where we need to fit in our average monthly expenses. So we can see it gives us some ballpark numbers. Now, Hong Kong dollar to US dollars is like 1 Hong Kong dollar is 13 US dollar cents. So it's roughly 1 to 10, like as a rough calculation. So let's say you spend around $5,000 in cost per month. You can select 50,000 Hong Kong dollar. And then as you can see, it gives you an estimate of the level of accounting that you need. For example, if we say premium accounting, you get access to like quarterly review with a senior accountant. You basically get more stuff. But if your company is especially simple with just straightforward clients and invoicing, just the basics, the annual filing and bookkeeping is already necessary. Now again, if you are not sure, you can also always book the call. You can message them here, or you can book the call in the beginning of this application. But for most people, e-commerce, anything like that, first one's going to be enough. Then we click next. Right here, where we see the audit, tax filing. You can see it is handled by a dedicated Hong Kong auditor. Now, based on the expenses that we set, it's already again giving us a recommendation. Now, it gives us standard as recommendation, but I always recommend going with premium. And the reason is because of this, the Offshore Tax Exemption assessment support. So they can help you by making sure that you can qualify for the offshore exemption to pay 0% tax, right? Because the standard tax rate in Hong Kong without the exemption, and it's only around like 200 US dollars more if we convert this currency. So we click premium and we click next. Then we have 2 business bank suggestions. Both Aspire and Airwallex are excellent. Kind of depends on what you're looking for. You can also just open both. Those are the banks I like working with, most of my clients work with. So you can also create this later if you want yourself, no problem. I'll select Airwallex right here and we click select Airwallex. And then we can kind of see what we have. So we can walk it through. We can see that the number is roughly 24,000 Hong Kong dollars in this example. If you have more operations, high transaction volume, more cost, it can be slightly higher for the accounting. If you have a smaller business with less transactions, it can be a little less. So we can walk through and see what we have all selected. Looks all good. And then we can simply continue to checkout and make this payment. In this case, 24,000 Hong Kong dollars is roughly 3,000 US dollars. So roughly keep that in mind. And we can see we also get a discount, free Incorp, by using the link in the description. And we can then see all the things that we're gonna get, which are basically all the things that we need. Once everything is submitted, the incorporation process usually takes between 1 and 3 business days. Now, in recent years, Hong Kong has increased its compliance and verification checks. So processing times can occasionally take a bit longer, but overall it's still very fast. Once the incorporation is completed, you will receive your certificate of incorporation, which is the official proof that your company legally exists, as well as your business registration certificate, confirming that the company is registered with the IRD and showing your official business registration number. On top of that, you get access to your Sleek portal, your registered Hong Kong business address, and a full set of statutory company documents. At that point, your Hong Kong company is officially active and ready to operate. Now, forming the Hong Kong company is quite straightforward, but the more important part is maintaining the company properly afterwards. And the first thing you really need to understand, which I briefly mentioned earlier, is that all Hong Kong companies need to undergo a mandatory audit every year. This is not like the US or many European countries, where an audit is something that might happen to you, in Hong Kong it is mandatory. That is why keeping clean bookkeeping and proper accounting records is extremely important here. On top of that, you also have ongoing compliance requirements such as annual business registration renewals, maintaining the company secretary, and actively filing the offshore exemption claim, because that is what most people are here for. Because this exemption is not granted automatically. Hong Kong's standard corporate tax rate is up to 16.5%, but again, under the offshore exemption, this is 0%. However, you need to actively apply for this status, and the IRD, so the Inland Revenue Department, will review your claim. For example, they look at where contracts are signed, where management decisions are made, where suppliers and customers are located, and where the actual business activities are being carried out. Now, if you're running an online business like an e-commerce brand or an international consulting business, this is often relatively straightforward to demonstrate. In practice, the authorities mainly want to see that the core operations of the business are genuinely taking place outside of Hong Kong. So if you have no staff, no office, and no physical operations inside Hong Kong itself, that generally supports the offshore claim quite well. But compared to something like a US LLC, Hong Kong demands more administrative discipline. It's a more structured jurisdiction, but that is also what gives its reputation and credibility internationally. Now, you've already seen some of the costs throughout the setup process, but I want to divide this into two clear buckets: the one-time setup cost and the ongoing yearly cost. For the initial incorporation, once you include everything, the company setup, the registered address, the company secretary, and especially the accounting and compliance package, you're typically looking at around 70,000 Hong Kong dollars for a simple company with straightforward operations, all the way up to around 50,000 Hong Kong dollars or more for larger businesses with higher transaction volume and more complex structures. Then looking at the ongoing annual cost, the fixed recurring fees are actually relatively modest. Your annual business registration renewal, the company secretary, and the registered address all together usually come around 6,000 Hong Kong dollars per year. The biggest variable expense is the accounting and audit requirement, which mainly depends on the complexity of the business and the number of transactions flowing through the company. For larger companies with high transaction volume and more complex structures, the combined accounting and audit cost can reach around 65,000 Hong Kong dollars per year. For smaller and more straightforward companies, that number is usually significantly lower, typically somewhere between 10,000 and 25,000 Hong Kong dollars per year. So overall, the ongoing cost really comes down to how operationally complex your company is and how much activity runs through it. Now, the last thing you'll need is a bank account for the company. Now, the good news is that it is definitely possible to open a business bank account as a foreign owner of a Hong Kong company. But the downside is that traditional brick and mortar banks such as HSBC Hong Kong or Bank of China Hong Kong have become significantly more selective in recent years. In practice, they are often looking for stronger local substance, and you'll need to attend an in-person meeting in Hong Kong just to apply. And because of that, the vast majority of international founders start with a neobank or fintech solution such as Airwallex or Stripe, which we also briefly saw earlier through Sleek. But there are dozens of fintech and online banking solutions available for Hong Kong companies today. Now, alternatively, it's also possible to use your Hong Kong company to open corporate accounts in other jurisdictions, such as Singapore, Switzerland, or even offshore, but that is generally not where you start. So those are the essentials for opening a company in Hong Kong as a foreigner. You now know the 4 requirements you need to have, how the formation looks like, and what the annual compliance involves. And if you'd like to form your company yourself in Hong Kong as a foreigner, I'd highly recommend doing that through Sleek. They are experienced in working with foreigners and have reasonable pricing and good support. So if this video helped you out, please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.